Hello everybody, Board Game Lawyer here. It's a Saturday evening and it's also pre-release weekend for a brand new expansion to the card game Star Wars Unlimited from the new set that's coming out, Shadows of the Galaxy. As I mentioned, this is pre-release weekend, so hopefully you can go out to your local FLGS and play in a pre-release event. It's a sealed event where you play with cards that you get inside the box, so let's take a look inside the box and see what you could maybe hope to expect to get if you were to open up your own box of Shadows of the Galaxy pre-release kit. So as you can see, I haven't opened it up yet, so I'll go ahead and tear into it now. Let's see what is going to be inside. All right. Okay, first you'll notice that there are some packs in here, so we'll go ahead and pull those out. So here we have Lando. We have 3 packs, 4, 5, 6 packs inside. You also get a mystery sleeve of cards inside, and there's also a deck box that you can use to store your cards. So we'll pop that open. There it is, and it has a divider inside. Darth Maul. Very good. And also inside, there are some tokens that you can use for the game. There is a quick start rules, and on the back of the quick start rules, there is some new keywords. So we'll take a look at those briefly. So the first one is bounty. It's a new one. It says when a unit with a bounty is defeated or captured, that unit's opponent may collect its bounty. Some upgrades give a bounty to the attached unit. If you play such an upgrade on a unit, you can collect the bounty when that unit is defeated or captured. There's also another new keyword. It's called smuggle, and it's down here on the bottom of the page. And it says if you have a face-down resource with a smuggle cost, you can play that cost to play it. Then put the top card of your deck into play as a resource exhausted to replace it. You can exhaust a card to help pay its own smuggle cost. All right, so those are the 2 new keywords that I'm aware of in this brand new expansion. And so you get some quick start rules, and you also get some suggestions about how you might build your pre-release deck. And these are actually pretty good guidelines that you can use to try to build a well-rounded deck so that you can have fun in the tournament. All right, so that's everything inside the box. We'll put the rules and everything else aside for now. And we'll first crack open that sleeve of cards, that mystery sleeve. Let's see what's inside of there. Okay. And inside, there are some foil cards of Moff Gideon, and you also have the Mandalorian. So those are your leader cards, Moff Gideon, and you also have the Mandalorian. So these are leaders that you could play with in that sealed event, or you can use them just in regular play. So those are 2 new leaders that come in the set, and I think they're only found maybe in the starters and in their pre-release kit. If it holds true to the first pre-release promo cards, there's an alternate art of both of these characters on here. So we're gonna put the leaders out down here on the table in my leader slot, and let's crack open some packs. So you will get 6 packs, and I believe there's 15 cards. Nope, 16 cards in each booster pack. So let's start opening up some and see what we get inside. So if it follows the same rules as the first expansion, the initial expansion, it begins with, yep, a hero on top. So we have Rey. So there is Rey, and she is our leader in this pack. She's into vigilance and heroism. So we'll put Rey out here in our leadership spot. And there's Jabba's Palace, which is a cunning base. So we'll set our bases up here as we usually do, and let's just kind of thumb through our cards to see what we got. So I may mess up some of the words on the cards. A lot of these I've never seen before. I didn't look ahead too much at all when preparing for this. So let's just see what we get. We got Wanted Insurgents, and that is a ground unit. So I'll put my ground units over here. Next, I've got an Outlaw Corona, and it is a space unit Underworld Vehicle Capital Ship, and we'll put it over here. Now you'll notice that both of these cards have that new keyword on it, bounty. So when this wanted insurgents is defeated, it says deal 2 damage to a unit. When this unit is defeated or captured, your opponent collects its bounty. Okay. So whenever your opponent defeats it, he would collect it, or if your opponent plays that, you'll collect it. And the bounty on Outlaw Corona is put the top card of your deck into play as a resource. When this unit is defeated or captured, your opponent collects its bounty. All right, so another way to get some resources by collecting that bounty. All right, next we have another ground unit, and it is a Nema Outpost Constables. They are on the fringe, so it's in Vigilance, 2 power, and it's got 6 on its defense, so it's a Sentinel unit, and so units in this arena cannot attack your Sentinel units or your bases. All right, so it's a 4-cost ground unit. Next we have a Guavian Antagonizer. It's another unit on the ground. 2/3 is its stats. It's a Underworld Trooper who has a Saboteur. It says that he ignores Sentinel and defeat the defender's shields. He also has a bounty, which is to draw a card. When this unit is defeated or captured, your opponent collects its bounty. It only costs 1, so that's good. That's great in a sealed event, so we'll set that one right over there, that ground unit. Next, we have a Foundling. Attached, this is an upgrade. Attached unit gains the Mandalorian trait, so it's a +1/+1, 1 cost Foundling. So we'll set our upgrades right down here. Next, we have a unit, which is in space. Aldelphi Patrol Wing. Like I said, I may butcher some of these names. It's a 5-cost unit in space. It's in the command aspect, and it's also heroism. It's a New Republic vehicle fighter that is a 4/6 on its stat line. When played, you may attack with a unit. If you have the initiative, it gets +2/+0 for this attack. All right, so that's another space unit. So that's a command one. We'll just stack our command ones right there. Look the Other Way is our next event. Exhaust a unit unless its controller pays $2. $2, 2 resources, and it costs 0 to play this event. So that's a good way to kind of jam up your opponent using that cunning event. Next, we have another space unit. It's a 2-cost Privateer Sick. It is a 2/2 fringe vehicle fighter, and it says while you control another command, and that's cunning unit, it gains shielded. When you play this unit, give a shield token to it. All right, so we'll put that space unit up here. We have a Bounty Guild Initiative. It's a unit on the ground, cost 1, stat 1/2. When played, if you control another bounty hunter unit, you may deal 2 damage to a ground unit. That's a when played ability, and it's a neutral card, so it goes on the ground. Next, we got 4 LOM. He is an uncommon. He is in cunning, and he's also in villainy. He's a 4/4 stat line Underworld Droid Bounty Hunter. He has the ambush ability. When you play this unit, it may ready and attack an enemy unit. Each friendly unit named Zuckuss gets +1/+1 and gains ambush. All right, so he works with the old Zuckuss. All right, okay. So we'll set these over here. So there's more cunning on the ground. Next, we have an event. It is a commission supply. Search the top 10 cards of your deck for a bounty hunter item or transport card. Reveal it and draw it. Put the other cards on the bottom of your deck in random order, and you can use the smuggle to put this out. So if you play it as a resource, place it face down as a resource, you could spend it and 2 more resources to smuggle it out. All right. So that is commission. We'll put it down here. Next we have the Armorer, who is in Vigilance. It's a 5-cost ground unit. Mandalorian, 3/5 is its stats. It says, when played, give a shield token to each of up to 3 Mandalorian units. All right, makes sense. Very thematic. So we'll place the Armorer over here. Next we have a rare card, Cobb Vanth, the Marshal. He's a fringe official, cost 3. He is in the aspect of command. He's a 3/2 on his stats. When defeated, search the top 10 cards of your deck for a unit that costs 2 or less and discard it. For this phase, you may play that card from your discard pile for free. All right, so when defeated, Cobb Vanth. And we'll set it right over here. That's a ground unit. Look the Other Way is our event, which is this is our foil card in the pack. So it looks great. Exhaust a unit unless its controller pays $2. So I got 2 Look the Other Ways in that pack. Okay, so that is not a bad pack for sealed. You got a good leader. You got some good support here. You got a Foundling. You got the Armorer. Yeah, not bad. Some good ground units and some good space units. So it's a nice little blend there of cards. So that's not a bad pack for a sealed event. Let's open up our next pack. Looks like Boba Fett on the front cover. 16 more cards. And let's see what we get. All right, so we have Bosk. We've got a Hyperspace Bosk, right? Hyperspace Bosk. He is a common. Let's take a look at his other side. So that's his flipped side, Bosk. He's a leader unit on the ground, Underworld Bounty Hunter. When you collect a bounty, you may collect that bounty again. Use this ability only once each round. So there is Bosk. Okay. Did not have Bosk yet, so good to see that. Then we got Coronanet City. It's on Corellia. So it's another yellow base. And let's take a look and see what cards we got now. We've got the Timely Intervention. It's a 1-cost event. Play a unit from your hand. Give it Ambush for this phase. When you play it, it may ready and attack an enemy unit. And you can also smuggle this one in for 2. If this card is resourced, you may pay it for its smuggle cost. Replace it with the top card of your deck. Timely Intervention. So we'll set that there. Desperado Freighter, cost 5. It's in space. It is in the aggression aspect, and it's heroism. No text on the card, but it is a 5/6. So it's an underworld vehicle transport. All right, we'll set it right over here. Now we've got the Warbird Stowaway. It is an underworld unit on the ground. He costs 3. 2/3 is his stats. While you have the initiative, this unit gets +2, +0, and you can smuggle this one in as well. And that is the Warbird Stowaway. We'll put him over here on the ground. Next, we got a Super Commando Squad. 5-cost Imperial Mandalorian Trooper. Shielded. When you play this unit, give it a shield token. While this unit's upgraded, it gains Sentinel. Units in this arena cannot attack your non-Sentinel units or your base. So again, this is another nice card that could work with the Armorer over here, as well as possibly the Foundling card. Good. Now we got a Ricola Ro Kai gunship. A unit in space. It costs 2. It's a 2/1 underworld vehicle fighter. When defeated, deal 1 damage to a unit or base. It's a nice little support ship to put out there. Next we have Covert Strength. It is a tactic. It's an event. Costs 1 in the Vigilance aspect. It says heal 2 damage from a unit and give an experience token to it. I like it. You could smuggle it in as well. So that is Covert Strength. And we'll put that event down here next to our Foundling. Next, we got Relentless Pursuit, which is a tactic. Choose a friendly unit. It captures an enemy non-leader unit that costs the same as or less than it. If the friendly unit is a bounty hunter, give a shield token to it. Put the captured card face down under the friendly unit until under the friendly unit until it leaves play. So that is how Relentless Pursuit works. It's a 3-cost event. And we'll set it down here. We got a Mandalorian warrior. We got more Mandalorian support. So he is Mandalorian. 3 cost, 3/3. When played, you may give an experience token to another Mandalorian unit. So far, it looks like Mandalorian is the theme for this one. So we'll set him up here. Next, we have a Fugitive Wookiee, who is a unit on the ground. 2 cost, 3/3 is its stats. Exhaust a unit. When this unit is defeated or captured, your opponent collects its bounty. Exhaust a unit. All right, so that is a Fugitive Wookiee. We'll set him right down here. We have a Sundari Peacekeeper. It is a unit on the ground in the aspect of command and heroism. 3 cost, 1/5 stat. Good defense. As another Mandalorian trooper, it has a rate of 2. This unit gets +2 while attacking. And it also has Restore 2 while this unit attacks. Heal 2 damage from your base. I really like this one. I like the way this one reads for sealed. That's a pretty powerful card for 3 cost. And it is Mandalorian, so it works with some of our other cards that we've got. We got Imbo, which is a unit on the ground. Underworld Bounty Hunter. When this unit completes an attack, if the defender was defeated, heal up to 2 damage from a unit. Vigilance. 3/4 Underworld Bounty Hunter. Imbo. So we'll set him over here on the ground. Next we have a upgrade, which is a guild target. Attached unit gains bounty. Deal 2 damage to a base. If this unit is unique, deal 3 damage instead. When this unit is defeated or captured, its opponent collects its bounty. So there's one of these bounty upgrades. We'll set it down here. This is a 14 cost card. It's a legendary. Endless. Oh, it's in green too, which is my favorite to play right now, green. Endless Legions. Reveal any number of resources you control. Play each unit revealed this way for free, 1 at a time. 14 cost. Endless Legions. Wow, this is a real game changer. Reveal any number of resources you control. Play each unit revealed this way for free, 1 at a time. I'm going to have to try to take advantage of this legendary. I don't know how well it would work in sealed since it costs 14, but wow, what an event. All right, so there's our legendary. And here is our foil card. It's an Adelphi Patrol Wing. Unit Space. New Republic Vehicle Fighter. 5 cost. 4/6 stats. When played, you may attack with a unit. If you have the initiative, it gets +2, +0 for this attack. So we got another one of those. This one's in foil, though. Not bad so far. And we're only 2 packs in. Got a legendary already. So I'm pretty happy about that. Next we have Lando pack. Let's see what's inside the Lando pack. Okay, we got Boba Fett. Nice. And it's a heroism Boba Fett this time. In the command aspect, he is a leader. When you play a unit that has 1 or more keywords, you may exhaust this leader. If you do, give a friendly unit +1, +0 for this phase. So that is Boba Fett. And he is our leader this time. Next we got another one of these Coronet cities. It's on Corellia. It's a 30 health base in the cunning aspect. So we'll put that over there. Next we have a Vigilant Pursuit Craft. 5 cost unit in space. Vigilance. 3/5. Vehicle transport. It's a Sentinel and you can smuggle it in. Alright, so that's the Vigilant Pursuit Craft. So we'll put that up there in space. Next we got a Trandoshan Hunter. It's a unit on the ground, 5 cost, and it's in the aggression villainy aspect. 6 attack, 4 is its health. Overwhelm. When attacking an enemy unit, deal excess damage to the opponent's base. Wow. That could be big and sealed. That's 6 attack. When played, if an enemy unit has a bounty, give an experience token to this unit. Even better. If you've got bounties, getting the Trandoshans out. So we'll set him up over here. A Cargo Juggernaut. Interesting. This was in the very first set. So this is a reprint card. We've seen it before. 6 costs, 4/6. Shielded. When played, if you control another Vigilance unit, heal 4 damage from your base. All right, so that is a ground unit. The Cargo Juggernaut. Next, we got a Clone Deserter. It's a Fringe clone. Costs 1. 2/3 is its stats. Restore of 1. When this unit attacks, heal 1 damage from your base. And a bounty, draw a card. So if they defeat this character of yours, they get to draw a card. So there is a command card in Heroism. Next, we have a Disabling Fang Fighter. I think this is another reprint, right? 2 reprints? Is this reprint or is this new in this set? I'm not sure. I'll have to look back and see. But anyway, it's a 3 cost. 3/2, Mandalorian Vehicle Fighter. When played, you may defeat and upgrade. That is Disabling Fang Fighter, and it goes up in space. We have a price on our head, which is a bounty. Attached unit gains bounty. Put the top card of your deck into play as a resource. Wow. I like it. And it's in green, so I do like to build the resource deck. It could probably be a way to help out with the Endless Legions, getting enough resources on the table. Put the bounty, put the top card of your deck into play as a resource. I like it. Next, we have Smuggler's Aid, which is a supply card event. 1 cost in Heroism. Heal 3 damage from your base. Smuggle 3. If this card is a resource, you may play it. Play at smuggle cost. Replace it with the top card of your deck. Heal 3 damage from your base. Okay, good healing card. And it's an event. And I'll put this event down here. We have a Chain Code Collector. Underworld Bounty Hunter. He costs 4 in the Cunning aspect. 4/2 is his stats. He has the Ambush ability. It may ready and attack an enemy unit. On attack, if the defender has a bounty, it gets -4, -0 for this attack. If the defender has a bounty, it gets -4. So it's a good way to try to collect bounties without taking damage. Chain Code Collector. Unit on the ground. Next, we got Hunter of the Haxian Brood. Ground unit, 3 cost. Underworld Bounty Hunter. While an enemy unit has a bounty, this unit gains shielded. When you play this unit, give a shield token to it. Hunter. Nice looking card there. I like the art. So that's a 3 cost unit on the ground. We now have another double green event. Double command. What is this? Defeat a friendly unit. If you do, draw 2 cards. Interesting. Defeat a friendly unit. If you do, draw 2 cards. All right. Next, we have a Brutal Traditions action. If an enemy unit was defeated this phase, play this upgrade from your discard pile. Okay. Upgrade. Brutal Traditions action. If an enemy unit was defeated this phase, play this upgrade from your discard pile, paying its cost. Wow. Interesting. I'll see how that one works. Nice. And now we've got an uncommon card, Chrysanthemum. This is the Big Wookiee, I think. Isn't this the Big Wookiee from the Boba Fett series? Underworld Wookiee Bounty Hunter. When played, if the enemy unit has a bounty, you may ready this unit. On attack, choose a ground unit. You may deal 1 damage to it for each damage on this unit. Choose a ground unit. You may deal 1 damage to it for each damage on this unit. Wow. That's pretty big. So that's a pretty powerful Wookiee card. Muscle for Hire. How do you pronounce his name? Chrysanthemum. Unit on the ground. 5 cost. It's villainous. Okay, now we've got Chewbacca. And he is in Vigilance. He is hero. He's got 10 health, right? 10 defense there. 4 attack. Or he has grit. When played, you may defeat a unit with 5 or less remaining hit points. And he has the smuggle ability. You can smuggle Chewbacca out there. Ground unit that cost 8. Late game muscle. And what a nice looking card this one is. Lady Proxima. It is a unit on the ground. It costs 1. It's the hyperspace foil. It looks really nice. 0 is its attack. 4 is its stats. When you play another underworld card, you may deal 1 damage to a base. Okay. So you want to get Proxima out there just to kind of hang out while you throw down a bunch of underworld cards to try to swarm to do damage to a base. Okay, I get it. All right, so it's just a neutral card, I guess. But it's a really beautiful card. I really like the colors on it. That's a nice looking foil. All right, we'll set it right down there. Okay, so we're halfway through our packs. Here's the rest. We're over the halfway point now by opening this pack. And we've got Hondo. Hondo. When you play a card using Smuggle, you may exhaust this leader. If you do, give an experience token to a unit. I like it. Hondo in green. And he let's look at his other side of his card. Nice. And next he has the Spice Mines of Kessel as his base. We have a Outland TIE Vanguard, a unit in space, cost 2, stats are 2/1. When played, you may give an experience token to another unit that costs 3 or less. That's the Outland TIE Vanguard, Imperial Vehicle Fighter. Nice. Low-cost ship to put in space. We got the Hylabun Enforcer. He is a unit on the ground, costs 1 in Vigilance and Villainy. He's Underworld 1/4 Grit. This unit gets +1, +0 for each damage on it. And he has a bounty. Draw a card. When this unit is defeated or captured, your opponent collects this bounty. So it's a draw. It's a card draw for your opponent when he goes down. But it's a 1-cost enforcer that you put out. So on the ground. Next we have a Desperate Attack, which is an event. Tactic. Attack with a damaged unit. It gets +2, +0 for this attack. Okay, I actually used this one in a pre-release event over the weekend. I had a couple of those on my deck, and it turned out to be pretty handy. So that is an event. Desperate Attack. Next, we have the HWK 290 Freighter. It is a vehicle transport with a stat line of 2/5, and it costs 3 in Vigilance. We got a Black Sun Starfighter. That's a pretty cool looking card. He's a Sentinel. 3 cost, space unit. 3/2 is its stats. Underworld Vehicle Fighter. And again, he's a Sentinel. A Reputable Hunter. A unit ground. 3 cost. In command. 3/4 is the Bounty Hunter. If an enemy uses a bounty, if an enemy unit has a bounty, this unit costs 1 less to play. All right, so build your bounty decks. And this guy's a little cheaper. And we'll set him right there. No Bargain. Each opponent discards a card from their hand. Draw a card. 3 costs for that No Bargain. Could be good in a multiplayer event. Twin Suns, right? So that's an event. I'll set it right down here. And I'll just spread them out a little bit. There we go. So now we have the Liberated Slaves. Fringe Droid Twi'lek Wookiee. 3 cost, unit on the ground. 3/5 is the stats with a blank text box. All right, we'll set this one right here. Next, we have some Rich Rewards, which is a bounty. Attached unit gains bounty. Give an experience token to each of up to 2 units. Saw this one a lot this weekend in the pre-release. The Rich Rewards. Okay, then we've got Midnight Repairs, which is an uncommon. Heal up to 8 total damage from any number of units. I like it. 2 cost to heal up 8 total damage from any number of units. but it is a double vigilance card. Event. Armed to the Teeth is an upgrade. Attached unit gains on attack. Give another friendly character +2/+0 for this phase. Smuggle 4. Spin 4. This card is a resource. You may pay its smuggle cost. Replace it with the top card of your deck. 2/0. Armed to the Teeth. It's a supply weapon upgrade. Alright, next we have a hyperspace card. Enforced Loyalty. Defeat a friendly unit. If you do, draw 2 cards. I think this is the second one of these I've got. Yep, sure is. Enforced Loyalty. It is a law card, an event. Hyperspace. Chaos of War is our next card. It's another double aspect card, double aggression in this case. Deal damage to each player's base equal to the number of cards in that player's hand. Okay, that could really playing against somebody that likes to stack their hand. That could be a pretty good card, pretty good event. And then here's my last card. It's the foil. It's the Reckless Gunslinger. Cost 1, unit on the ground. Underworld. When played, deal 1 damage to each base. I got to play this one this weekend too at one of our pre-releases. All right, we'll set that over there. We'll open up our next pack. And let's see what we get. We've got Cad Bane. When you play an Underworld card, you may exhaust this leader. If you do, an opponent chooses a unit they control, deal 1 damage to it. Alright, that's Cad Bane. Let's take a look at his other side there. Neat looking card. Cad Bane. We'll set him down with our leaders, and then we got another Cunning Base on Corellia. 30 health base. Alright, next we've got the Warbird Stowaway. We saw this one already. So this will be our second one. It's an Underworld, 3 cost, 2/3. Smuggle ability while using the initiative. This unit gets +2. So this is our second one that we have seen of that one. We've also, I think, seen this gunship already, right? Yep, I think we have. Yep, sure did. So we've already looked at its text, so we'll set it over here. Ooh, we got a Gamorrean Retainer. Unit on the ground, cost 2, Underworld. While you control another green unit or command unit, this unit gains Sentinel. Units in this arena can't attack your non-Sentinel units or your base. Alright, so some more support for green. We got Covert Strength, which is an event. He'll do damage from a unit and give an experience token to it. I think we saw this one already too. Yep, we saw that one as well earlier. Covert Strength. Sorry about the glare. Hut's Henchman. This is a 4 cost ground unit. 2/4 is its stats, and it's shielded. When you play this unit, give it a shield token. Alright, I like the lineup here on the card. That looks pretty neat. Another ground unit. We got Pillage as an event. It's a 4 cost event. Choose a player. They discard 2 cards from their hand. Have we seen this one already? Or something similar? We've seen something similar. Discarding cards from your opponent's hand. That's Pillage. It costs 4. Another Mandalorian Warrior. So if you want to go Mandalorian in this event, you would certainly put this one in. It's a 3 cost Mandalorian. When played, give an experience token to another Mandalorian unit. Love it. Look the other way. Exhaust a unit unless its controller pays $2. So we have another Look the Other Way. We got a full set of those in these 6 packs. We got a full set of Look the Other Way. Somebody's trying to tell me something. Cartel Turncoat Space Unit, cost 1. Underworld Vehicle Fighter 2/3 Bounty, draw a card. That is our Cartel Turncoat. We'll set it over here in space. Looks like there's a lot more evenness to space and ground units in this set, which is good to see, because in the first set it was primarily ground units is what you were pulling. And now we've got the Punishing one, which is an uncommon card. We recognize that as belonging to Dengar. The Punishing one. Cost 3, 3/4. Underworld Vehicle Transport. When an upgraded enemy unit is defeated, you may ready this unit. Use this ability only once each round. That is the Punishing one. And we'll set it over there. Now we have a Coruscant Dissident. Underworld Twi'lek. 3 cost in Cunning and heroism. 3/4. On attack, you may ready a resource. I like it. All right, readying resources on attack. Coruscant Dissident. And we'll set it over here on the ground. Now we have a crosshair, which is a unit on the ground. 4 cost, in command, and villainy. 2/6 is its stats. Imperial Clone Trooper, action 2. This unit gets +1/+0 for this phase. And this, you can also do an action. This unit deals damage equal to his power to an enemy ground unit. So you can spend money, exhaust him, do damage, and not receive damage in return. And he's got 6 on his health there, so that's pretty good. Let the Wookiee win. A trick. 2 cost event. An opponent chooses one. You ready up to 6 resources. You ready a friendly unit. If it's a Wookiee unit, attack with it. It gets +2/+0 for this attack. Let the Wookiee win. Make your opponent choose to either give you resources or let your Wookiee go to town. And we have Outflank, which is attack with 2 units, 1 at a time. 1 cost event. And that is the Outflank. I had this one played against me this weekend, and it cost me the game. Outflank for 1 cost, attack with 2 units. It just came out, knocked my base out before I got a chance to take down there. So, all right, get a drink. And now we'll open up our last pack. Last pack in the kit. And it starts with Bosk. We have another Bosk card. This one's not a hyperspace Bosk, so I got a regular old Bosk. And we'll set him over here. Maz Kanata's Castle is our base. Another 30 cost base. So we'll set that over here. We've got the Village Protectors, which is a unit on the ground, 3 cost. Fringe Sentinel. Units in this arena can attack your non-Sentinel ship units or your base. Shielded, when you play this unit, give a shield token to it. Village Protectors. Ground unit protectors and vigilance. Another Reckless Gunslinger. We saw a foil version of that one earlier. The Reckless Gunslinger. We got the Rickety Quad Jumper. Fringe Vehicle Transport. 2 cost space unit. Vigilance. 1/3. On attack, you may reveal the top card of your deck. If it's not a unit, give an experience token to another unit. Leave the revealed card on top of your deck. And I had this one played against me this weekend too. And I decided that I was going to try to do lots of ground units. My opponent was throwing ships up in space, and so it was costing me the game. This Rickety Quad Jumper. I remember seeing that one used against me quite a bit this weekend. All right. Weequay Pirate Gang. Unit on the ground. 4 cost in command. 3/3 Underworld Ambush. You can ambush with it, and you can smuggle them in. Weequay Pirate Gang. All right. Next we have a Heroic Renegade. Heroic Renegade. Unit ground 2. I actually played this one this weekend. A 2 cost in aggression and heroism. 2/3 stat, Underworld Grit. This unit gets +1/+0 for each damage on it. I think I was using Han Solo. I was damaging him to get him out cheap. And then he was using his Grit ability to do lots of damage. So that's pretty cool. All right, this is my 3rd Mandalorian Warrior. So if I'm playing in a sealed event, not bad to get a 3rd one. And it's a hyperspace, which looks great. 3/3. When played, you may give an experience token to another Mandalorian unit. Street Gang Recruiter. Ground unit 5. 4/4 stats, Underworld. When played, you may return an Underworld card from your discard pile to your hand. I remember using this one this weekend too. And that one was pretty fun, getting the card back. We have Criminal Muscle. Unit on the ground. 1 cost. 2/1 Underworld. When played, you may return a non-unique upgrade to its owner's hand. All right, that is the Criminal Muscle. Next we have Resourceful Pursuers. It's another ground unit, cost 5, 5/6, Bounty Hunter, Saboteur. When this unit attacks, ignore Sentinel and defeat the defender's shields. 5/6, cost 5, unit on the ground in Cunning. A mercenary ship, cost 2, space unit, 3/2. Are its stats Underworld Vehicle Fighter, action $4. Take control of this unit. Any player may use this ability. So you can bounce it back and forth. This mercenary gunship. Costs you $4 though, so that's pretty good. We got a jetpack, which is an uncommon card attached to a non-vehicle unit. When played, give a shield token to attach unit. At the start of the regroup phase, defeat that token. Give a shield token. Okay, and you could smuggle this out, and it's a 2/0 on its stats. That is our jetpack upgrade. Ooh, we got Salacious Crumb. One of my favorites in the movies. Salacious Crumb. 1 cost. Unit ground. He is in command. He is villainy. He's an underworld creature when played. Heal 1 damage from your base, or you can do this action. Return this unit to its owner's hand. Deal 1 damage to a ground unit. So you can bounce Salacious Crumb. You could play him, return him, play him, return him. Love it. I'm putting Salacious Crumb in all of my green villain decks. I'm glad I got that. So there's a green on the ground unit event. Boba Fett's armor, and it's a rare Boba Fett's armor attached to a non-vehicle unit. If attached unit is Boba Fett and damage would be dealt to him, prevent 2 of that damage. Nice. And I do have some Boba Fett. I got like 3 Boba Fetts from the first, initial set. So upgrade, cost 2, 2/2. Wow, that really bumps Boba Fett. That's pretty fantastic card right there. That's a good rare. I like it. Upgrade. And we now have a foil version of Mandalorian Warrior. And it's also hyperspace. This is my 4th one. The nice thing about sealed is that I don't think there's any limit. So I could put all 4 Mandalorian Warriors in my deck and build around them. And it says you may give an experience token to another Mandalorian unit. So basically, if I was playing a sealed event, I would probably build a Mandalorian deck. Since I got 4 of these, and I've got the armorer, I would probably I don't know. I would maybe try to take advantage of Rey, possibly. Yeah, I got Rey. So lots of choices here. So what's interesting about this particular event, this pre-release, is it comes with 6 packs. And as you can see from 6 packs, you can easily build a 30-card deck. And that's what they ask you to do in a sealed event, is just not build a 50-card deck or a 60-card deck. You're building you can build a 30-card deck in a sealed event, and you can certainly piece together a nice deck with the cards that are here. And we built decks in a half hour. Everybody got done in time when we were playing in our sealed event, so it's plenty of time to kind of sort through your cards, to see what you want to play with, to pick out what you want to try to do. And I think everybody had fun in the event that I played in this weekend. So if you can't make it out for this pre-release, for sure, look for a place. Maybe check with your local friendly local game store to see if they plan to try to do a pre-release. If they don't have never done it before, encourage them to do so. And it's a lot of fun, so I recommend it. So. Anyway, my local game store is Fox Comics and Cards. They're on the Square in Marion, Illinois. That's where I picked up my copies of my pre-releases this weekend. So anyway, thanks for watching this unboxing of the Shadows of the Galaxy pre-release Star Wars Unlimited kit. If you have any questions, or if I botched anything in my descriptions of anything, if I incorrectly said some names on cards, I'm sorry. I apologize for that. But anyway, thanks for watching today, folks, on Board Game Lawyer, and we'll catch you next time.